today we're going to be biking to Rotorua from Todai. Managed to pack my bag, heaps of bike gear, stuff for the night. Got the full face because I want to run some downhill trails. And I've actually stuffed all my snacks and a few other things in there. Went for the spare tube just in case I get a flat on the way. Got the drink bottle, got a pump. So up front we got, this is where my camera that I'm vlogging with is going to go. We got the drone in here because I want to get some drone shots on the way. Running the GoPro for some vlogging on the way. Got the Garmin, see how far I'm going. The roll bag, and then the tripod for if I want to get some clips as well. The bike is extremely heavy at the moment with all the gear. I'm just going to take it easy. If anything comes loose, I'm just going to stop and tighten it up. This is going to be a good trial run though to see how this bike packing stuff goes. So I only got a couple Ks and then had the first little mishap. Had the helmet that I had on top kind of roll off, so I'm just checking over everything and tightening it all down. Might need to get another one of these straps because these can go a lot tighter, and now I just have to put the helmet back on somehow. Trying to figure out the best way to do it. I'll just have to bungee it back on top and hope that it stays here this time. So I got it bungeed on there for now, but don't really like how the bungee secured it. Still kind of wobbly. That's on the list to sort out for next time, but we'll try and make do for this trip and hopefully that it lasts. I'm about 5 kilometers in, up on the first couple hills. I think the first part of this ride is going to be the hardest. I'd say the first 25 Ks, and then after that it gets pretty flat. We're about 9 Ks in. Everything's going pretty good now. Helmet's still there with the bag, although it keeps wobbling around. Gets a bit annoying. We got this front setup, camera, drone, roll bag, tripod. The front seems pretty dialed. Won't mind tightening the straps just a little bit maybe. Other than that, it seems pretty good. As long as I keep a 20K average, I think I'll get to Rotorua before it gets dark, so we're just gonna keep chilling. 10 Ks in, just gonna do a quick stop. Take the jacket off because it's actually getting so hot now. Thought it wasn't going to be that much of a hot day, so I lay it up. Looks to be like a good day. And coming back's going to be super good as well, so. This jacket's super light, so I'm just going to wrap it up and then I can just chuck it right on the front here by the tripod. And then if I need to grab it, it's nice and easy. First hill is going to be probably our highest point of the whole journey. I'm so glad I did a lot of training for this ride. This month alone I've probably done nearly 700 Ks on the single speed cross country bike. Last weekend I did my first 100K ride, a lot easier than expected. Feeling pretty good about today. Alright, first part of the climb done. Went pretty smooth. So glad I got this 29er back wheel, man. That made it so much easier. Getting used to the weight of the bike as well. Can't really sway the bike because that extra weight just makes the bike want to fall over. So we're an hour into the ride. Reached kind of the highest point that I would get along this whole trip. The rest kind of goes gravel, starts going down and heads all the way over to Te Puke. So I thought it'd be cool to show you guys where I am. So I have one of these mini drones. It is the DJI Mini Pro 3, I believe. Super small, like 250 grams. I'm gonna fly this. I'm gonna try, see if I can set it to track me as I'm riding down the road, because I think they'll look cool in the upcoming series. With the drone I've got one of these controllers, which instead of connecting a phone, it's got like the screen and everything built in. the Papamau Hills and we're heading into Te Puke now. I think that was probably the hardest bit of the ride, but we've still got about 70 k's. The wind's actually making it cold again, so I'm gonna have to put jacket back on. Don't want to get cold before my trip, get sick or anything, or rather sweat it out than get sick. We're just hitting Te Puke now at the 25k mark for the journey, quarter of the way through, pedaling for about an hour and a half, done the hardest hills. This trip's getting me so excited for what's to come next week. Alright, just past Te Puke, next stop Pangaroa. There's kind of like a little set of shops there, that's where I'll stop and have some nutrition. We just got to make it there. Rotador, left. For a snack, 2 hours in, I'll check how many calories I've burnt. 1300 calories already, nearly 1400. Had to tie this on real tight to like secure it. Let's see what we got. Gonna go for one of the bananas. Getting a bit bruised up from being in the helmet bag, and I'm gonna go for one of these bars. Save the Red Bull for later, because we might need that for the last 20. At the stop that I had before, I managed to reorganize the front bag, and I ended up putting the tripod underneath the straps that hold the bag to like the handlebar. The tripod keep wobbling side to side, and it started to really annoy me. The weight balance was kind of off, but now it's all centered, it's all tight. We're on Old Coach Road at the moment, and then we got a right turn coming up. It's going to take us all the way to O'Kerry Falls, I think is what it's called. Just past the 50k mark, over halfway. Let's go. This is where the road starts to go into gravel. Bit of a hard journey from here, so I think it's good time for a little quick smoko, replenish the energy, because we are at 2,200 calories burnt, so we need to replace those ASAP. Put the bike up on something so I don't really want to tip it over, because then I might not be able to pick it back up that easy. So we got the sugar-free Red Bull, and then in here just some bread treat that I like. Nothing too heavy, because when I get to where I'm staying, I'm just going to have a big dinner tonight, because tomorrow we got to do this all again. We'll have a quick snack and then we'll carry on. So from this area, I just checked maps and it's got 40 kilometers to go. We're about at 55 kilometers. I feel like we've done the hard bit. Now it's just pushing through a bit of gravel. Hope you guys enjoying this video. Going pretty smooth. After we pretty much just had that first mishap with the bag with the red, but since then all the bags have been pretty good. Real. The scenery on this road's unreal. Got forest down there, nice gravel road, cows everywhere. So peaceful. Probably only passed a couple cars, no bikes or anything, just out cruising. It's pretty cool. Coming up on 70 kilometers. Legs are burning at the moment, but we're pushing through. Another, say, 20 k's to go. Oh, great day for it. So we just came off our detour road and we're kind of jumping back onto the main highway. So it's going to be a little sketchy with all the cars. Just going to have to tuck it as far to the curb as I can and just power through this part as quick as I can. About 20k until we get to where I'm staying. Made it to the first
milestone, the Kerry Falls, the river down there, and it goes all the way to the waterfalls upstream. A lot of people go rafting and stuff here. Real cool place. Now we got to keep pushing on through to Rotorua. So I'm so glad that there's like a cycleway along this area, because going on the highway, so sketchy. Cars going like 100 k's past you. But along here, got my own lane, and there's the motorway. So this part's pretty good. Hopefully it stays like this all the way.
Alright, so it got too dark to film before, so now we're at the hostel that I'm staying at. Here's the room. Nice and small. Just a single bed for tonight, but the problem is now I have to fit the bike in. But this corner's pretty tight, so I'm going to take off the bags and then it should snake through. So we ended up doing about 90, 93, 95 k's today, all on this giant rain. Legs aren't too bad, but I've got a feeling that tomorrow morning they're going to be in a lot of pain. And the crazy thing is we've got to do this whole bike in reverse tomorrow, all the way home, and I'm still hoping to go ride at the Redwoods in the morning, which is going to be super gnarly. It's about 6 o'clock now, but it's already dark, so I got time to recover. I really need to go get something to eat for dinner and get changed and shower and stuff, so probably go do that and then I'll check back in with you guys soon. It's my dinner. I'm trying to replace 3,000 calories that I burnt. So it's currently the next day. After the ride yesterday I was pretty much knackered after I ate. I just ended up going to stretch and then go to sleep. But first thing I want to do today is show you the contents of this bag, and it's going to be like a little practice prep that I'm going to have to do in the next couple weeks. In this bag we have some packaging and some more packaging, but this here is the full bag that my bike's going to be in when we travel overseas. And what I want to do now is pack the whole bike down and see if I can put it onto this bag and kind of see how long it takes. And here's the bag. This is how it's kind of going to go, and that should wrap over. This wheel will go on the side, and then the bag will be able to close like that. Alright, now that's all done, I've got to quickly pack the bike up because we're going to make the same journey back to Tauranga. Another 93 k's on the bike today. Alright, just checking out of the room now. Managed to get the bike out. It's just a few things I need to grab. And then, alright, so I just checked out the hotel. Now I've got to put the backpack on the back here and make sure to strap it down as tight as I can. Alright, last step, put the bungee on over and that'll tie it all together. Alright, so I'm all set now to make the journey. Just under 100 k's to go. Let's get it. The legs definitely don't feel as fresh today. It's going to take a while for them to warm up. Only like 4 kilometers in
and it's starting to burn. It's going to be a long day on the pedals. So I was planning on riding at the redwoods today, but I thought I'd actually save my legs for this ride home.
Just a couple of things today. Got the bar.
Right, we're off the main highway now, so now I can relax a bit and just cruise through on this on the bypass road, and maybe have some snacks soon. Just clicked over 25 Ks. Time for a little snack. Drink some water. We're gonna have a classic, the Nature Valley's crumb bar. Alright, it's just after 12 o'clock now. Just had our snacks. Now it's time to get back on the road. Okay, we're now on the gravel. Getting closer, making good time this way. I think because I know the overall distance, I know when to push and when to recover now, and kind of know what to expect, so it's actually been a lot easier biking back. About 33 Ks, when I hit 40 Ks, gonna stop and have another snack, maybe crack the Red Bull, because we need that energy to get us home. I think one of these is well deserved, be needed. This climb, never ending. We're pushing on. I'd say it's just about a quarter to go. Legs are burning. Alright, so we're just over the highest part of the climb. Pretty stoked with that. The rest is just going to be a breeze. It's a pretty sick view from up here. See Mount Maunganui out in the distance, and then the gravel road that I take kind of snakes all the way down and then ends up all the way over there somewhere. But I'm pretty stoked with this big effort today. 75 Ks at the moment, and then a bit from now is all familiar, so I'll be able to just push through and make it home. We've finished 200 Ks, 2 days, done. So I just finished this ride, and I thought it'd be cool to just quickly take all the bags and see how long that takes. Another jump. Another jump. Could triple that.